Help from the federal government is headed to Connecticut now in the aftermath of that autumn nor'easter. President Obama has officially declared the state a major disaster. Now federal money will be made available to help pay to fix or replace things damaged by that storm. Storm knocked out power, as you know, to more than 800,000 homes and businesses in this state. For the first time since he resigned, we are hearing tonight from the former president of CLMP. Jeff Butler issued a statement today. It says, in part, in just 2 months, the state of Connecticut has faced 2 historic storms and the most challenging restoration in CLMP's history. The employees responded to each event with dedication and resilience, performing well under very difficult conditions. It is a performance I'm proud of, and yet from both storms there are lessons to be learned. I believe CLMP will emerge even stronger from the review process that are underway. However, I did not want my presence to be a distraction from that effort. Here's what
I did not personally suggest that Mr. Butler be replaced. I made it known, however, that I was quite dissatisfied with the performance of the company and that I felt that changes needed to be made within the company with respect to its approach to natural disasters and other disasters that might strike the utility.
Governor making his first comments on the changes at CLMP since returning from his Middle East trip late last night.
With a federal disaster declaration from President Obama, millions of dollars in federal money is now available for the cleanup after that devastating autumn nor'easter.
But Chief Capitol Correspondent Mark Davis has uncovered the disturbing fact that most of the money will not be spent here. It is going out of state. Mark on the scene tonight in Simsbury with more on what he has found after a closer investigation.
Governor Malloy is getting millions and millions of dollars from the federal government to help the towns with the big cleanup. But how much of that money is staying here in Connecticut? Unfortunately, the answer is very little. This contractor removing the debris from the local streets in Simsbury is from Minnesota.
Who's to say that these other guys are going to do a better job than our guys are?
I own a lot of dumpsters, and I would have gotten a lot of work out of this had they not hired a company out of Minnesota.
Residents are, of course, glad to see the stuff removed, but when they find out local contractors have been passed over, they're not happy about it.
Why couldn't we keep it at home? And with the unemployment rates what it is, it's just money going to other states.
And this appears to be the case in all of the towns. The local public works director here says he started talking with local contractors right after the storm. They were ready to hire extra people and put together any equipment needed. But this town, as well as others, were shot down by the rules of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. FEMA won't reimburse towns for cleanup done by hourly rates. It must be by the square yard removed. And the national firms with specialized equipment swoop in and outbid the locals.
They've hired a few local people to do some of the flagging and such, but the heavy equipment, the equipment that makes these contractors the money to stay in business, is sitting idle.
Except for restaurants and some local hotels, all the big dough is going out of state. It's a lot of work, a lot of money. Local contractors, shut out. In Simsbury, Mark Davis, News 8.